федерации. Так что действительно там все изменилось, меняется к лучшему, хотя многие соседи находятся в общем, довольно серьезная ситуация, и вас все глубоко уважают. Для нас большая честь вас здесь принимать. Мы с вами уже встречались в Саудовской Аравии, так что то, что вы сделали, действительно замечательно. Спасибо.
Большое спасибо, господин президент, за приглашение. Пользуясь случаем, я хочу вас поздравить с годовщиной вашего президентства и огромными успехами в экономике.
First of all, Mr. President, thank you very much for your invitation. It's a great honor to be here, and I would like to start with congratulating you with the first anniversary in the office. And that year was very productive, and you achieved a lot for your country.
Thank you. Я первый президент нашего региона, и само то, что я здесь нахожусь, большая честь, и я их представляю сегодня. И для Казахстана всегда было важно политическая поддержка нашей независимости и целостности территории. И все 26 лет Казахстан является другом Америки.
And I'm the first president from my part of the world to be received in the White House. It's a great honor, and Kazakhstan has always enjoyed very good political relations, and we appreciate American support for our independence and territorial integrity. And for the 26 years of our independence, we enjoyed a very good, strong partnership with your country. We appreciate that very much.
Сегодняшний визит тоже доказательством этого является.
And today's visit is a witness to that friendship and partnership.
Надеюсь, мы поговорим обо всем, что интересует вас и нас в регионе.
And I'm looking to the fruitful discussion with you on the topics that are of mutual interest to our both countries.
И двухсторонние экономические отношения поднимутся еще на высокий уровень.
And I do believe that after this visit, the economic cooperation between the two countries will grow even further.
Я благодарен вам, желаю дальнейших успехов.
And once again, thank you for your hospitality, and I wish you success.
Well, thank you very much. And we've been talking a little bit about the economies and our economy, and as the president has already said and has said again and will say again, we have broken a lot of records. We're breaking another one today. The stock market is way up. Jobs are back. Black unemployment is the best it's ever been in recorded history. It's been fantastic, and it's the best number we've had with respect to black unemployment. We've never seen anything even close, so we're very honored by that. And our country is doing very well. Economically, we've never had anything like it. I don't believe we've ever been in a position, and the president was so saying, we've never been in a position like we have. Many countries and many companies are moving back from other countries where they left the United States, and they're now moving back into the United States. We had some big announcement recently with Chrysler going back to Michigan. We had Toyota coming in, and it's going to build a massive plant. We have many, many companies coming in, and they're building in the United States, and that means jobs. So I appreciate all the nice things you've said, and I look forward to our luncheon. I look forward to our discussions. And with that, I just want to thank everybody for being here.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Jim.
Mr. President, did you say that you
Thanks,
wanted
everyone,
more people
for
coming from Norway? Did you
Thank
say
you,
that you
Jim.
wanted more?
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I want them to come in from everywhere, everywhere. Thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you, Jim. Thank you, Jim. Time to exit. Thank you, everyone. Thanks, everyone. Jim, thank you. Jim, thank you. Thanks, everyone.
Mr. President.
Last year, CNN President Jeff Zucker gave an interview to a publication, Variety, for a puff piece literally entitled How Jeff Zucker Made CNN Great Again. Pretty hard-hitting story. In the piece, Zucker explained his formula for greatness. Hard news, and yet more hard news. Quote, he said, I think our air, as opposed to others, is truly fair and balanced. Zucker said that, apparently without snickering. Which raises the question, how much CNN does Jeff Zucker actually watch? Has he seen Jim Acosta lately? Acosta is CNN's senior White House correspondent. That's a title that suggests journalism rather than uninformed commentary. And yet here's Acosta from just 2 days ago unloading what is clearly a pre-rehearsed little editorial on CNN's air. Watch.
I think President Trump, Brooke, now has the world record for injecting politics into the aftermath of a terror attack. That is exactly what has happened in the last 12 hours or so, as the president has been tweeting about this.
This president won a world record for injecting politics? According to Jim Acosta, reporter, That's, quote, exactly what happened. Can we get some documentation for that claim? A certificate from the Guinness Book, maybe? Did CNN's most visible hard journalist just accidentally slip into third-rate punditry? Looks that way, and it probably wasn't by accident, actually. As a veteran Acosta watcher, we've noticed a theme here. Here's a greatest hits reel.
I think we saw the president's true colors today, and I'm not sure they were red, white, and blue. He is ushering in a Cold War, a return to the Cold War between Washington and Havana. They were not just seeing a press conference go off the rails or jump the tracks. You were watching a presidency go off the rails and jump the tracks. At times, this White House has an unhealthy fixation on what I call the 3 M's, the Mexicans, the Muslims, and the media.
You count the cliches in all those statements. There's a lot more of that, but you get the point. Keep in mind that as of this morning, Jim Acosta was still listed as CNN's senior White House correspondent. Now, that's a different job from being a talking head on one of those panel shows with 19 guests, all of them minor political consultants. At least it's supposed to be a different job. Is Jeff Zucker watching any of this? Joe Concha writes about the media for The Hill. He watches all of it, and he joins us tonight. Look, Joe, I'm not attacking Jim Acosta for bad punditry at all, though obviously that's bad punditry. But I'm kind of wondering what the boundaries are. I mean, if you're a White House correspondent, supposedly committing journalism, gathering facts, bringing them to your audience, how can that person coexist with the person we just saw?
It cannot, Tucker. I mean, as far as reporters are concerned, you could say that Jim Acosta is the face of the anti-Trump movement. And that's fine if he's an activist or even an opinion host like yourself. The problem is, as you've noted, he is a senior White House correspondent for one of the largest news organizations in the world, and what that does to CNN by extension, fairly or not, because there's plenty of good reporters over there, it gets labeled as not an objective news network that leads with facts first, but as the opposition party. And if you talk to folks within the administration, and I have, and you ask them, are Jim Acosta's day-to-day antics in terms of making himself the story, is that good or bad for you? And they enthusiastically say yes, because he is making our argument for us that not only is the media as a whole, because now they could use a broad brush, negative towards us, but they treat us with hostility, and they're actually, during these press briefings, taking a side on a position and openly debating us on it. That's not what White House senior correspondents do.
Well, it's not. And, you know, for all the grief that Fox takes, mostly because of shows like this, that I'm jumping around, getting your face with my opinion, and I get that's fine. Our guys at the White House don't behave like that. I mean, they're not running around giving little editorials about things. They never have been like that. Does no one else notice that this is happening at CNN? And by the way, I should just say, you're right. There are some really good people at CNN. I know them. I used to work there. And there still are. But Jim Acosta seems to discredit them.
And you're saying, is anybody noticing it? Well, of course they are. I mean, he's one of the most visible people on the network. A lot of people watch the press briefings. It beats some soap operas on major news networks. That's a true fact. Let me read you, there was a profile on Acosta